Just getting everything going. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Okay, here we go. Just post this and we can begin. Can't believe it's Friday already. There we go. Good morning, David. Just share my screen. Omar, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And then we can begin. Perfect. There we go. All right. Let's say good morning to everybody. Wow, look at that. This camera is so clear. I love it. How do I get my video at work to look like this, right? All right, let's say good morning to everybody. David, Omar, Carrie, Wayne, Dr. Serena, Ivano, Kevin, Jean, Flying, Ronan, Vernon, Manuel, Jill. Good morning, Jill. Timothy. Thank you for the nice email, Jill. I appreciate it. Timothy, Jesse, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show. You guys know from 10 to 1 every single day. I got to make an appearance next week, Cam. It'll be fun. I'll talk to you about it, but I want to schedule an appearance next week for either Matt or myself. Thomas is in the house. Richard's in the house. Fred's in the house. Robert's in the house. Armulfo is in the house. See, I'm going to get it right. We got, let's see here, David, Dave, Tim, Kenny, Charlie, Tony, Sandra, Rice, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Yep, banks are up. Yeah, both JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. I was actually just looking at it a minute ago. I'll post it in a second. Michael, good morning. Patrick, Zen Master, Eagle Beagle, good morning. I haven't heard much from you lately, Adam. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is kosher with you. We got to have our Eagle Beagle here in one piece. Darren, Deanna, Henry, Lewis, Mike, Steven. We got Tom, Hedva. Good morning, Hedva from the Middle East. Benjamin, Duzzy. Steven's ready for my wisdom. All right. Frankie, Mazen, Ayo, Heather, Scott, Michael, Raj, Jody, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Ralph, Rosalind. Good morning, Rosalind. Rosalind, pay attention if you want to learn how to do this, and ask and send me good emails, and I'll respond to all of them. Daniel, Richard, the sassy trainers in the house. Dylan's in the house. Let me put good morning here for everybody. Good morning, everyone. Look at that. We got over 160 people here in 2 minutes flat, and we are about to begin. Hope everybody's great. This week went by really. Hey, Karen, good morning. Rebecca, good morning. This week went by really fast for me because of this Harry, how are you? Of this hurricane that was around us. And good morning, Robert. How are you? And the truth of the matter is, and I'll be honest with you, it was very nerve wracking. Hey, Don, how are you? It was very nerve wracking, not because of the weather, but because of all the stuff on the news. I mean, they were really, I mean, if you were watching the news, it's like the world was coming undone. And again, I know a lot of people got injured, and I know that Tampa is without power, but Lance is okay. Good morning, Wade. Most people I talk to are fine. Truthfully, this storm had less impact on us than the first one a week earlier. And the first one wasn't even like, they weren't even talking it up all that much compared to this one. So the power went off yesterday, as you guys know, after the storm, pretty much like at the tail end for about an hour. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, and that was it. But like this whole thing with the storm, my kids, my daughter, my family, all of this, I was a little bit on the edge. So I'm a little extra tired this week for obvious reasons. My wife told me last night, she's like, I am exhausted now. So sorry if I'm a little deflated this morning, but it's been a long week. Hey Brian, better than late than never. Good morning call. Yes, but we did have a morning call. Yeah, we did have a good morning call yesterday, and we're here now, and that's all that matters. And it's blue skies. There's no wind in the air. My wife walked the area. She said there wasn't really even much. We didn't even put our furniture away. Truthfully, we didn't really even put our furniture away. No, the cat stayed in the Airbnb with my daughter, so we didn't get the extra cat. That was another stressor that I didn't need. We just got her an Airbnb with her friends in downtown at the highest elevation in Jackson. So that was that. All right, let's begin. Lots to talk about. The storm is over. Let's talk about this morning. So first things first. Bank stocks. They both Wells Fargo did better on the EPS, but they did better on revenue. Basically, Wells Fargo, part of it was a hit, part of it was a miss, but overall the stock is up $3. So it's positive. Basically, either the EPS were off or the revenue was off, one or the other. I just don't want to go back looking right now. I'm sure we'll get into it and it'll be reviewed. But Wells Fargo was a part beat, part miss, but as far as Wall Street is concerned, their EPS was a beat, their revenue was a miss, but EPS was a beat by a little bit, and their forward-looking statements came off better than expected. Ricky says, "Well, it's still off in my city and supposed to be off until the end of the." Oh, so sorry to hear that. Yeah, there are no high elevations. When I say high elevations, I mean like 50 feet above sea level in a third story, right? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, there's no elevation. So that was the first stock that came out with earnings. The second stock, oh, good for you, Ray. Good luck. Good luck for you today. And JP Morgan came out better than expected, period, and they're up about 1%. So as far as financials are concerned, we're looking really good. That's the financials, and that's going to give the Dow Jones a little bit of a bump. I would like to see the Dow Jones a little higher than that, but remember, we do have the PPI report this morning. Good morning, Ben. I hope you're doing well. And I think the PPI report is going to set the tone for the majority of the day. Okay. So I think that's going to be the big. Good morning, Rochelle. Happy Friday to you. Um, I think that's going to be the big thing. Now, remember, Customer Service Live. I'm also going to be giving you a class today, showing you an entirely different way to trade stocks with either direction. That's going to be happening at noon. Let me post that for you. Let me post that for you. That's happening on Friday, today. And I will be in my VIP room at 11 o'clock as usual. I am going to the office. The back gate is open. Matt is 100%. So no drama here. We're going to be back at work. And again, the PPI is going to be the big report. Now, um, NASDAQ right now is off by about 0.19, which is not a lot, but it has been going down overnight. It is a concern, not a major concern, but it is a concern. But overall, we're looking at the S&P, and the S&P is pretty much flat. So we don't know how things are going to turn out today. Rich says bank news didn't help. TD Bank still way down after yesterday's news. Rich, I don't know why I call you Rick. Richard, the uh, uh, how much money were they? How much money were they? There was news yesterday on TD Waterhouse that basically that they're laundering money for the drug cartel. It's kind of funny, right? I'm watching right now on Netflix. I'm watching Ozark. Uh, it's the second. I'm rewatching it for the second time. I saw it originally, and it's been many years. Uh, so I'm rewatching it now, and it's all about drug mobsters cleaning money, right, Richard? I don't know if you've seen Ozark. If you haven't on Netflix, I highly recommend it. It's a great show. So I get a note from Richard yesterday, and I'm thinking about my Ozark show. All right, I just got done watching it last night, and Richard sends me an email. Here, let me show you. No, I can't. I can't show it to you right now. I'm on a different login, but basically, here I'll just show you. It's a TD Waterhouse cartel money. TD Bank to pay 3 billion to settle charges that had failed to property money laundering by drug cartels. Right? Yeah, hit 3 billion in fine. So I'm watching. So think about it, right? I'm watching this show. I'm almost done. I'm like in the last season of the fourth season, and I get this done. I'm thinking, geez, that's Ozark right there, right? Great show, right? Where are we doing classes? It's going to be next week, Tim. Beginning of next week. Actually, I have it right here on my calendar. Let me tell you right now exactly when I'm having it. I am having it on. I think it's on Wednesday. I think it's going to be right here. Right here. Wednesday. It'll be next Wednesday. I got to put it on my calendar. But yeah, look, fine 3 billion over drug cartel money laundering. Yeah, you saw the entire season series of those. Yeah, great show, great show. But anyway, so just so you know, I'm in the middle of watching the last season, and this news comes on, and I'm like, geez, what a story, right? Amazing story. All right, all right. So first things first. And I don't want to get, hey, infinitely, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. So, PPI, all right, this is the report that's coming out in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So, I just want you guys to see this. Last year, ex food and energy, the core number, this is what the Fed looks at, was 2.4%. Okay. They're expecting 2.7%. Now, does that look lower to you? All right. Now, last time I checked, 2.4 is lower than 2.7. The regular number is expected to be a hair lower, and that's if it comes out good. But I'm telling you right now that this is not good, okay? And this is not good, especially after yesterday's report, which basically told us that yes, it was the headline number was a hair better, 2.4 versus 2.5, but ex food and energy was the same. And today we're having a report that's basically going to be in the same realm. Now, if producer prices are more expensive than a year ago, how can you say inflation is better, right? I mean, look. Look. Core CPI, which excludes volatile food and fuel prices, unexpectedly strengthened to 3.3 from 3.2. Meanwhile, Goolsbee stated on Thursday that he wasn't overly concerned with hotter than expected September inflation report and maintained his stance. The overall trend for 12, 18 months is clearly that inflation has come down a lot. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me ask you guys a question. I mean, is he just pissing on our leg and telling us it's raining? CJ, no politics here. No politics here, please. No politics. She graduated law school, okay? She passed the California bar exam, CJ. Let's not be disrespectful, okay, to anybody, Trump or her. Let's just stay out of it, okay? If you want politics, I've got the guy for you, T-Buzz. T-Buzz, okay? T-Buzz. He's the he will talk politics with you all day long. I am not into politics. Don't get political with me here. I think they all suck. I think they're all full of shit, okay? So, I don't know. To me, this looks like a terrible number. It's okay. I don't see it either. Now, are you guys seeing any deflation in the supermarkets? Tell me, am I crazy? Are you seeing any deflation in the supermarkets? Are egg prices cheaper? Are milk prices cheaper? I haven't seen anything cheaper. Matter of fact, I have not seen one thing cheaper in the last 4 years. Not one thing. All right. So again, crude oil. Crude oil, as I mentioned, crude oil is in this middle area. And unless we hear something really, really unforeseeable, like really unforeseeable, I think we're going to stay in this area, which is why I told you that to get rid of that spread. That spread's not going to do us any favors. We need movement. I thought it was going to come down all the way. It did not. Don't. It's probably going to stay in this area. Okay. All right. I'll tell you one thing this hurricane did for us. The marketing made my wife and I stock up on toilet paper and water. I have like 10 cases of water sitting out there. Don't get me started. Uh, So energy prices elevated, but near the moving averages. More likely than not, unless we hear something extreme, and I'm not holding my breath, but unless we yes, exactly, Rich. That's why I canceled my membership. Anytime I would go to Costco, I would walk out $350 lighter or later, and I wouldn't know what I. And I was like, "What did I really buy? A tequila bottle, a little gift box." Every time I go to Costco, I'd spend 300, and this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'd spend $350. Hey, Murray, how are you? If we get into politics, the broadcast goes off track and people get mad, and I get and I'm not an expert. You're guys, you're talking to the wrong guy about politics. I am no good at it. I suck at it. And remember, I think they're all crooks. So there you go. There you go, Patrick. That's right. Yeah, no politics, please. Ooh, Dr. Sarita, 350 in 14 minutes. That's because we don't talk about politics. Gold. I warned you about gold, and I said please wait for gold to trade back above the 8-day EMA before we start getting hot and heavy on gold again. We're not quite there, but it looks like we're getting there. My preference would be for you guys to wait till we're about the high like almost 2,700 level. Okay. Well, this 320 to 350, that was about 15 years ago, realistically. So inflation, you'd figure about 400 right now. Okay. Okay. So please. Now, I got an email yesterday and I did answer this question. I've gotten about two or three emails. Hey, Roger, what if we are currently long gold? If you're currently long gold, it's okay. Stay long gold. I mean, we're obviously in a clear uptrend, but don't increase your exposure till we get to new highs or near new highs. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think it's okay to sell your gold just yet because we never broke this level. And when gold gets up, we get more defensive. And China's now, people are starting to worry about China again. So again, my suggestion is to hold on to your long positions till we get a little clarity, but not increase your positions. And if you don't have gold and you're edging to buy gold, my suggestion is to find a gold stock that's breaking the 90-day high and is already at a new high. And I haven't seen any on my list. Therefore, my suggestion would be just to wait. Yes, they are, Alan. Yes, they are. Yes. That's one thing I got to ask my father-in-law to do to buy me some silver bars. I actually want to put some in my safe. Richard says, buy shares in gold mining company instead of Ralph the bar works cash flows. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, mining stocks. But find something that's already above this area. Find something that looks like this. Kind of looks like this right there. Looks like it's about to come back up. How something starts off a trend is very, very important. Frosty B. I'd rather buy Bitcoin. I'll trade gold, but me on gold, it's a preference. You know, they say Bitcoin is the new crypto. And by the way, if you do trade crypto, I suggest you stick with the most, the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, the ones that are mature. Richard, good morning. How are you doing today? Power restore. Hey, Richard, how long was your power off for? I know you're in mid Florida. That's why I'm asking. I imagine if it was restored at 6 a.m., it was a while. Let me know. So gold, a little more bullish, a little less cautious than yesterday, but still a little. China, China. We're back below. We're no more moving up here. My suggestion would be my feeling is not my suggestion. My feeling is that if good morning, Robert. If we don't move above the 8-day EMA, we're going to implode and come back down. And whew, wow. Let me guess. Eagle. You paid for gold between $240 and $280 an ounce. Am I correct in saying that? Let me know. Let me know if you paid around 240 to 280. Let me know. I'm just curious if that's what you paid, Eagle Beagle. Let me know. Okay, so volatility. Now we get into the serious stuff. Now we get into the real serious stuff. Speaking of serious stuff, let me just check the market here. Just the market just had two really strong up bars, and now it's coming off a little bit. Let me just see something here. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at the SPY and everything. So volatility, volatility. Eagle says, smart guy. Yep, I remember 280, 240 to 280. That's what gold was going for. Okay, volatility. We broke this level yesterday. Now the question is, are we going to break this level right here? For the market to really have a nice directional strong move, VIX, excuse me, dollar sign VIX. You could find this for free on bar chart. Here's the link. You don't have to pay anything. Okay. We want volatility to break 2050. Preferably, I want volatility to go below 20. That's really the level. So it's right here and right here. It's two levels. Two levels, okay? Yeah, it must have been early 2000s. Yeah. 20 right here. This is the key level. Once we break 20, I think we're going to see a rally on the QQQ. Okay. Um, We talked about volatility. We talked about bonds. We talked about this key level, folks. Key level. I really notice we went down to 2063 and we bounced back up. Notice we went right here 2066 and we bounced back up. Every time we start getting towards this, it says no, no. We're going to stay firm. We're gonna see volatility. So it's really important. It's really important for me before we see a big breakout for markets to break this level. I don't see the market going higher, really higher, directionally higher, until we break this level. Sounds good, Eagle. At my garage sale, I already sold gold ring to someone at a garage sale. Live and learn, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, $280 an ounce. Remember, between 240 and 280 an ounce, right around the turn of the century, right around the year 2000, right around that time. I remember exactly because I was a commodity broker. I just started being a commodity broker in 2000. So I remember it really well. That's when I started my career, late 90s, early 2000s. So I remember writing tickets for gold at 260, 270. Can you imagine if we can go back in time? Hey, Moondog is in the house. Yay. All right, let's put everything together, guys. We got a big report coming out in 8 minutes. U.S. producers inflation data and earnings report from bank stocks. That's what's driving the market today. PayPal slipped 3% yesterday, did not impact other fintech stocks from what I could see at all. As a matter of fact, and I was doing this unintentionally, I was just marking stocks in my pit yesterday. And almost every stock that I was really falling in love with was a software infrastructure or a software content stock. And I was doing it totally unintentionally. And I didn't even realize I was doing it till like late in the day. And I looked at my picks and I was like, oh my God, these are all software companies. And I swear to you, I was not doing it on purpose. That's just what was popping yesterday. I was even kind of like thinking, oh my God, people are going to think I'm going crazy with this correlation here. ADM slumped yesterday. Intel slumped yesterday. No love from semiconductors yesterday. Delta had earnings. They were soft. We didn't get any love from airlines or semiconductors yesterday. Good for you, RJ. Although I still like PayPal. Just remember these downgrades, these third-party downgrades, they typically last 3 days. The average influence on a stock from a third-party downgrade obviously depends on the downgrade, but they typically last just a few days. So basically, if you're in an uptrend, okay, listen, because you can make money from this. There's a high probability trade here. If you're in an uptrend, like a really strong uptrend, and you have, let's say PayPal's in a really strong uptrend, and you have earnings and you have Bernstein downgrading it, okay? Let me show you how to play that real quick since we're already on the topic. So here's PayPal, right? Bernstein downgraded it. The stock is honestly, I mean, if this is a downgrade, this looks like a great downgrade. You put a buy stop right here, look, right here. Now, I'll bet you Richard is writing this right now. Hey, Joe, good morning. Joy, good morning. See, Richard, when I said that, were you writing this down? I would put a buy stop on PayPal right now, or I mean, an alert at 80.40. 80.40. And if PayPal goes above 80.40, I would probably be buying PayPal. These are the kind of pullbacks we like. We like these kind of pullbacks. So I would be buying PayPal right here, right above that pivot. Darn right, Skippy. See, he's writing it. And then he's going to take the trade, and I'm going to post it. And Rosalind and somebody else is going to say, how did he do that? What did he do? Can you tell me how to? I'm literally telling you right now, put a buy stop on PayPal above this level right here, right there. I'm literally telling you what to do. Right here, 80.40. It's not that hard. All right. Core CPI, which excludes food and fuel prices, unexpectedly strengthened. I can't wait to see how they're going to spin that one. Oh, Rich says, I'm going to say I'm already in it. There you go. This was not a good report. And also, employment, the amazing report on employment. Remember, according to Powell, everything is going great, and everything he's doing is preemptive, right? Well, 14-month high yesterday. And honestly, I still don't think it's a big deal. I'm talking from two sides of my mouth, but it is moving higher, but I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think this is significant. But towards his argument, it is a 14-month high, and this is worse than a year ago. And then Goolsbee says he's not overly concerned with hotter than expected inflation report. Maintain his stance. Okay, buddy. I guess this didn't happen. It didn't happen yesterday. It's a mirage. It's a mirage, okay? My head is, this is what's going to give me, this is what drives my blood pressure high. Overall, blah, 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 blah. Also, New York Fed Williams, looking ahead based on my current forecast for the economy, I expect that it'll be appropriate to continue the process of moving the stance of monetary policy to a more neutral setting over time. Why can't he just say we're going to reduce rates over time? Why does he have to make it so fancy? Atlanta, Bostic said he would be totally comfortable skipping a rate cut at the next meeting, noting that the choppiness in recent inflation and employment data might justify keeping rates unchanged. Oh my God, somebody who's actually being honest. Heather, if robotaxi event was good, then why is Tesla down 5%? Because if we live in a free country, Omar, because you have freedom of speech. Now, if Trump gets elected, he is threatening to take the Constitution away from us. He did say that, you would have no more free speech. But until he does, you would still have that. Hey, he said it. Don't. I'm just a messenger. Futures rate cuts. There's a chance of 84% they're going to cut it. We already know that big bank stocks did pretty good. They did not do so bad. We have a report coming out in a few minutes. I have my terminal right here for us to see what happens. Now, I'll talk about in the VIP room today. I'm going to start talking about earnings. I will start talking about earnings. Now, folks, you may want to write this down. Okay. Yesterday we were this is important. At the beginning of the quarter, we have earnings expectation that we try to that is based on third-party estimates that we try to overcome. Okay, that report is based on what the expectations are. As of yesterday, the expectations were 5%. Right now, they're now at 4.7%, so it's going down. As of last quarter, the last year, they were expecting 7.9 in July. Now it's 4.7. Yesterday was 5. I want to see it go higher, not lower. But I will be talking about that later today. Uh, Tim Wells said that, not Trump. Doesn't Tim work for Trump? Aren't they the same party? I mean, aren't they the same? No. I'm not getting political. I'm just saying. Somebody asked me why they could say it because we have a constitution that allows us freedom of speech, which one of the parties said he's going to do away with. Just saying that wouldn't be good. Core PPI is coming out today, 2.7 compared to 2.4. Consumer sentiment is coming out. I don't think consumer sentiment is going to have any impact on anything. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's out. Let's see what the numbers are. Notice I don't go to the chart. I go to the price of the bond market right away. Let's see. GLT. Let's see what it is here. No, nothing here yet. Is the bond market reacting? Not seeing a bond market reacting. No, they're really? Well, there's another idiot right there. They're not going to do away with the Constitution. Yes, exactly. Yes, which is a good right. Still nothing. Now, somebody said it's year over year 1.8. Now, if it's 1.8, it's not a good number. It's not a good number. It means inflation is getting worse. So yesterday the print got worse and today the print got worse. What about core? I want to know what the core number is. Do we have a core number? No, no core number yet. Bond markets aren't reacting at all. Look at this. No going higher a little bit. I mean, look at this. You see how before the announcement, the FOMC, how sensitive bonds were? Not as much right now. Moving higher, moving higher. All right. So 3.2. No, it's not two. Core is 2.8. All right. So core is 2.8. That's worse than expected. They were expecting 2.4. They got 2.8, and he's saying it's doing better. That's bad. Very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. Not good. Not good. Not good. There we go. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Look at this. X food and energy 3. So a year ago, it was 2.4, and now it's 3. A year ago, it was 1.7, and now it's 1.4. So producers are paying more than they were a year ago on the core level and on the year to year. And yesterday, the number was 2.4 versus 2.3, a little bit better, but here the number was actually worse. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. How in the world is inflation getting better? Let's see what the SPY's doing here. Now the SPY's moving up on this. It means the Fed is going to reduce rates more. Now the market's liking this data. We're moving higher on this. You know, guys, utilities, they're going to spin it that it's temporary, that it's a bump in the road. You know, if the bond market rallies today, and it is right now, hold on a second, let me see something. Look at utilities. Remember, there's a correlation between bonds and utilities. Yeah. And okay. All right. So TradingView shows Alexander says, hey, Alexander, hope you're well. Shows 3.2 versus 3.2. Well, it's right here. Alexander, I'm going with the Econo Day. I'm not trying to here. Yes, it's exactly what you're saying, Alexander. Look, 3.2 versus 3.2, but that's X food, energy, and trade services. I just want X food and energy. Look, 2.4. Wait a minute. Did they just shift on us? Did Did this just change on us like a minute ago? Wasn't this three a minute ago? A minute ago, this was three. This was three a minute ago. I'm not kidding. This was three. It just got changed to two. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I'm not kidding. This was three. This was three. That's what scared me. Two is okay. So it is making progress. They're making progress, but they're not making progress on the main one. So it's a little bit. It was three. They just changed it. Yeah, they changed it. It was. I mean, it was. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. Alexander, at least I'm not going crazy. No, 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 no. You could rewind my video. They changed it. They changed it. Here, let me. You could literally rewind this video. They changed it. Okay. So on this one, so we have like a little bit of yesterday the core was higher and we beat the regular one. And today we beat on the core, but we didn't beat on the regular one. So I guess it's mixed. This was three when I first saw it. And I know it was because you guys saw it was. It's not what I believe, guys. It's not what I believe. It's even if the numbers are totally wrong, it's what's priced into the market. It's not whether I believe them or not. Okay? All right. So the market is, as of right now, here, the market is liking this number. The market is now 0.66 positive, and the bond market now moving lower on this. Moved up, now moved lower. Anyway, pretty much where it started off. No real major change. No major shift. Let's just say this number is not going to hurt us all that much. So let's continue. We got US. Oh yeah, we got consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. So you're not going to, don't make big bets before 10 a.m. Okay. But I swear to you, it was three. I know this was three when I first saw it. I'm not crazy. All right. Thank God for the video recording. We got a recording here. Yeah. Got to watch these guys like a hawk, right? Europe is down just a hair. Everybody's waiting for today's numbers. Mining stocks outperformed Friday. Telecom lost ground. It's not here nor there. China closed lower today. Caution prevailed ahead of key weekend briefing that could derail their stimulus. Semiconductors and healthcare stocks led the decline Friday. Semiconductors and healthcare are like, this is very speculative. This is very defensive. The benchmark index clocked a weekly decline. So as far as I'm concerned, I think China's going to cool off a little bit more. It was, I'm telling you. Beloved says I am on my phone and was able to rewind. It was three. Yes, it was. I'm not crazy. This was three. That's what scared the living crap out of me. I was like, wait a minute, three. 2.4 versus three? Consensus 2.7. But no, two is fine. Two is good. Two is good. Whew. Wow. All right. Japan closed higher today, hitting its highest level in 2 weeks, likely due to position adjustments. Retail and bank stocks led the gains on Friday. That's very good. Very good. That's very bullish. Bank of Japan deputy governor stated on Thursday that central banks would continue to hike its benchmark rate if the economy performs in line with projections. They are now, and don't say I didn't tell you that over a year ago. Eagle Beagle will tell you that I have. Tesla is down over 5% after unveiling its much anticipated robotaxi. If you remember, I drew this channel for you guys a few months ago, right here, and I was really, really wrong. I thought we were going to stay in this channel. And then break down. Well, I was dead wrong. We went above this channel I was wrong for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Then we broke through this channel and now we're below the channel. So I was wrong, but then I was right. And I did draw this channel several months ago. Not several, like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. So here we are now back below this channel. Yeah, it was three. It was three. Folks, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1 p.m. Don't miss out. I will be doing a live class today, and I'll give you some new ticker symbols. And I'll be doing a class for this next week. And my VIP room is going to be at 11 a.m. today. Here is the link for that. Oh, Tesla's down 6.2%. Oh, yeah, yeah. Market coming back down. Yeah, let's see. Yep, it sure is. It sure is. It sure is. Pretty flat right now on the SPY. QQQ down 0.22. Dow still positive. Blue chips are going to see more love today than tech. So analysts are not happy with with this robo taxi nonsense. I'll bet you this thing is going to have so many problems. I agree with you, RJ, but this thing set three, and this is what I was looking at. A firm gained 3%. Wells Fargo upgraded them, and General Motors is down. So General Motors and Tesla's down, and there is a correlation between them. Believe it or not, there is a correlation in all auto stocks. Do I expect much? No, I don't. I don't, Penny. See, they should put consumer sentiment right here, right here at 10 a.m., not here. It's already had it's after the CPI, the PPI, all these Fed speakers, unless this number is really amazing, I don't think it's going to do anything. Get into yeah, I'm not getting into any robo taxis at this point. Not if you paid me. Not if you paid me. So right now, the Dow's now positive. The Nasdaq is still suffering a little bit, but S&P a little positive. All right. And again, earnings are better than expected, which should give financials a little bit of a boost. As far as momentum levels are concerned, we have a very, very, very low energy market right now. And this is important. Why is this important? You only have 84 stocks breaking out, which means the market looks like the market wants to enter its consolidation again. At the same time, if you only have 84 stocks making a 90-day high in the broad market right now, the odds are the stocks that are making 20-week highs, the really, really strong stocks, are stocks that are in fact being bought up by institutions. So at the same time, this number is really weak, but at the same time, it tells us what stocks are really aggressive right now versus if this number was 300, every stock would be doing this. It would be really hard to figure out what's strong. On the downside, we definitely have a two-sided market now, but not anywhere close to a bear market. In other words, if you were to look at the SPY from a technical perspective, what momentum level is telling us about what momentum levels are telling us about technicals right now is that we're pretty much seeing this picture right now. And for the foreseeable future, unless the numbers on earnings are a lot better, that we're going to be in this channel, that we're not going to move higher. I would expect this number to be higher for us to see a true breakout on the SPY above these levels. Now, we could have a very low day like we had yesterday, like low volatile day, and we are near all-time highs. But for us to be near all-time highs and for S&P to have 84 stocks on momentum levels telling us that we are waiting for something and that we have more of a two-sided market than a clear breakout. And again, as I said, if you're a good stock picker and if you know what to look for, you could easily find stocks that are outperforming the market, because when you have 84 stocks driving the market higher to a 90-day high, the stocks that are making 20-week highs, 90-day highs that are moving like this are stocks that are clearly telling the market you can go screw yourself. I'm stronger than you. But when you have 300 or 400, it's harder to do that. So the market is open to upside action, but the market's also open to downside action. Bottom line is we have a consolidated market that isn't being bought up by institutions right now. We have a market that's sitting and waiting. And if I had to guess, that has a lot to do with, oh, perfect. Look at that. Over 450 people. Thank you, Dr. Serena. I appreciate that. We have a market that's being bought up by institutions right now. And I mean, not being bought up by institutions right now. We have a market that's sitting and waiting right now for institutions to come in. So what you're seeing technically, this price action here that you're seeing is more or less in line with the momentum levels that we are seeing. Yes, limited stocks with tailwind right now. Limited. Now, the interesting thing about this number is this is almost like a compression number. So when you see a compression like this, it's telling us that stocks could really break out, but it's telling us that you've got downside and upside. I mean, we're clearly biased to the upside, but we can easily go from here all the way down here, and this number can increase to 90, and this number can go to 40. My point is, we don't have a clear bias. We have a choppy two-sided market. What the only bias we have is the fact that we're near all-time highs, but you're not seeing a lot of stocks pushing right now. You're not seeing a lot of stock. Yeah, no tailwind, very little tailwind, which also means we have to focus on stocks that have extra high volume right now. And you've noticed in the VIP in the pit that I have been doing that. All my stocks have a high volume buzz right now. If stocks were really moving higher, if the S&P was moving higher, I wouldn't really care all that much. But right now we have to. All right, so levels on the SPY. I like where we are. I mean, obviously, how can you not like where we're at? We're a hair away from all-time highs. We're above the 8-day EMA. There's clearly market cap coming in here. But again, we're near elections. On an intraday basis, the levels we want to look on the SPY, the levels we want to see on the SPY, the breakout levels are right here. We want to see a breakup of 557 or a breakdown of 575 and 577. 575, 577. I think, Claire, to answer your question, I think financials could be the catalyst to lead us higher into a new bull phase and increase this number substantially, but we're not there yet. But I think it's very possible. Yeah, if TLT is dropping, it's going to be bad for utilities. Okay, see how Dow's SPY's doing. Yeah, the SPY's holding on. QQQ, not so much. Top stocks are still doing okay. It's one of those things right now. We just have to kind of wait for the market to open, but we don't have a lot of volatility. Let's just put it that way. So again, 577, 575, 574 something. QQQ, we are in this channel still. We never broke above this channel. The level is 493.80. And on the bottom, that level is 489.50. Okay. On SMH, it would be really nice to see a breakout on SMH. We're very much near this level. And if we break out and if financials break out, we're going to have a nice little rally. So we are literally at the level right now. That level is 255.60. And on the downside, that level is 240. We have a nice range here. And if you look on a daily, as I mentioned, we are almost ready to break out of our level and getting very close to 265. And chips look a little firmer this morning, which is good. Let's see, SMH. Yeah, they're actually up a little bit this morning, which is good. It's going to be an interesting day today. And remember, it's Friday. Friday after 1:30, we tend to fizzle out. I may not even take action today in the pit unless I see a good short stock because we have a really good long exposure right now that I like. Please don't mention it, but do you guys like the stocks that we're currently holding in the pit? Let me know. And but we'll see. But I may put on a short just to balance this out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Uh, Dow Jones. Let me give you those levels for the Dow. Dow looks good. If financials break out, we're going to see a higher high, which would be really good. Robert likes them. Ben likes them. Good, good. Robert likes them. Then you're over position, RJ. Robert says, "Oh yeah. If you're scared and overpositioned, you should get out of part of your position, RJ. You can't trade if you're scared overpositioned." Michael says mostly. Okay. you guys you guys crack me up. Crack me up. The Dow Jones is at all-time high, so we can't really put a cap on it. I mean, we can. That's about 425.40, but I would be more concerned with us coming back down to 423.70 and 419. Yes, yes. Good. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. Nobody has any complaints. Does anybody have any complaints? Customer service live from 10 to 1. Notice I said, does anybody have any complaints? And then I gave that. All right, Russell 2000. I got to have a little fun with you guys. I got to relieve my stress. 219.20 on the upside. We're sitting right at the low right here. 215.35. I got you, Rich. Yeah, just need sizzle time exactly. You guys crack me up. You really do. All right, shall we talk about some stocks that I like for today? Let's do that. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a good mood. I need a good mood. I was really concerned for everybody about this hurricane, and when I'm concerned, it's hard for me to trade. Angie, good morning, Angie. Good to see you here. Frosty B, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, HXL, Boeing. God knows how many times we've talked about that stock. Etsy. I don't even know what does Etsy like. Does Etsy make money? I mean, do they actually make money? VRNT. And I'll tell you guys, stocks that are making new lows as the market is making all-time highs are stocks definitely being sold off by institutions. CBZ, not CBS, CBZ, CBZ. APLS again for the 50th time, literally for the 50th time. Yeah, all the banks are trading higher. Look at this sucker. Look, it went down, it consolidated, and now it looks like it wants to go down again. OXM. Those are my short stocks. Let me give you long stocks. Customer service live from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., folks. Don't miss out. Okay. Let's do the long side. Uber. Look at that. Uber's up a lot today, probably because of that stupid robo taxi. Um, let's wait. Forget Uber. This is the chart that I was basing my analysis on right here. I didn't know it was up that much this morning. I was looking at this. I should have given it to you yesterday. So forget Uber for now. A little overdone, okay? Ugh. Sorry about that. Oh, more pics of Clyde you want. All right, all right. I'll get you more pics of Clyde. I'm surprised more people are not asking for pics of Clyde. No, I don't, Peter. If you want to email me, I'll look it up and tell you, but I don't know right now. Etsy makes money, but the creator economy is horrible right now. My wife runs a resale shop and things are tight, hoping for a better time soon. Thank you, Greg. Nice looking stock. Look at that. COHR, TTD. Oh, look at that. Trade Desk looks good. DOCN looks good. Digital Ocean. This is hosting company. They're actually really good. WordPress hosting company for publishers. Carvana. That frisky Carvana is still moving. Look at that. Autodesk. Spy's flat. Autodesk. Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. Hold on. Wrong ticker. Ralph Lauren is on my list. I like Ralph Lauren. I like this setup. Looks just like PayPal did a few days ago. Nice ascending triangle here. BWIN. Nice looking stock here. CVLT. Common Vault. Looks beautiful. ANET. He does, Rich. He does. Yes, it does, RJ. RL has to break resistance first. Yes. That's why they're on my watch list. Sky W. Beautiful looking stock. And ANET, last one. Beautiful. All right, folks, that is all I have for you today. Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Please don't miss out every day, Monday through Friday. Today, I'm going to be doing a class where you can win trades no matter which direction the stock goes into. It's going to be great. And I'll be talking about my class that I'll be having for that next week. Also, VIP room at 11 a.m. today. By the way, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to move the VIP room to 12 o'clock every day. It hasn't happened yet. It'll probably start happening end of this month around my birthday. But soon, not yet, but soon, VIP room will be at noon every single day. And the reason for that is I really need a little more time to prepare, and I go live from 8 to 9. It's better if I take an extra hour. More stuff happens in the market. So it's better for you, it's better for me, and it'll be at the same time every day. So starting end of October, early November, you guys will get plenty of notice. VIP room is going to be at noon, Monday through Friday, not Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, how we were doing 11 a.m. It's going to move to noon. Not yet, but in about 2-3 weeks. Okay? Yeah, it's just going to be consistent. We did it temporary because Lance had some stuff and T-Bus had some stuff, but they don't have it yet. So that's how it's going to be. I'll see you guys later. Send me an email if you have any questions at all. Roger@rogerscott.com. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay out of trouble. And any questions, email me. Bye, guys. And if you have any questions about a stock that I didn't cover here, Peter, or anything else, please email me. I'm not going to bite your head off, okay? Bye, guys. Take care. Great day to everybody.